The whole thing is pulling, right? It's pulling off. See it moving?
Yep.
What do you think, Goldie?
Wonderful.
And that's the way these things are supposed to, is this, what the hell's it doing? Oh, great. It's freaking cocking. Yeah, it looks like it's coming off sideways. Oh, there we go. Yay! Hopefully I didn't bend anything. Yeah, she is. Yeah. So, there was something. This one's okay, right? Remember it was rubbing? It was a little warped. But there's something on here. There was all this crud here. Feel this. There's all kinds of junk. So clean that off, and then you get a nice smooth operation. So now, see this? See these 3 screws?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what I was yanking on the other one.
Alright, so today's a new day, and we spent most of the day today trying to remove this AC clutch from the compressor, which we did, and we were successful at. What we did exactly at first was tried our own tools and stuff. We tried using a regular 3-prong puller, and that wasn't successful. But basically, what is successful for removing an AC clutch off a compressor for a 1966 Plymouth Fury, or just a general 60s Plymouth Fury compressor, or just basically any compressor like this, is all you need is a strap. Now this strap is going to act like a brake, so you would wrap it around the compressor clutch and then connect it to one of the frame rails, which we did that, and that acted as our brake. Before we came up with using the strap before we had gotten this AC clutch puller set, which we got this from O'Reilly's. This is a EverTough Deluxe AC clutch hub puller and installer, number 67100. I doubt that they sell these online, but usually they're at your typical O'Reilly's auto parts store. And I'm not sure about AutoZone. You could probably get AC clutch pullers from AutoZone or any other place that sells parts. But we used, on this set, we used letter H, which is a remover, which is right here. And they don't really specify what exact sizes there are, but from the actual Plymouth Fury repair manual, which actually mymopar.com actually has downloads for Plymouth Fury manuals and other Mopar manuals that really don't exist in auto parts stores, and you can go to their website. I'll have a link below for all their manuals and stuff. But anyway, according to the manual that we downloaded, it was a 5/8 screw that would screw into the AC clutch. And since the screw is just designed to be an independent remover, all you pretty much need is that screw, well, that bolt or whatever, and a strap to break the clutch, and it should come off just like that. And basically what the whole goal of removing this AC clutch was to provide access for these mount bolts so we can get this compressor off, so we can get access to our gooseneck here, or thermostat housing, which is rotted through. I probably showed you that before, but we the last few days we bought some new parts. We of course we got spark plugs and spark plug wires, which we haven't put in yet, and it's down here, it's right here. But basically this is the brand new gooseneck we got to replace. This is a Murray number 84805 gooseneck, and it comes with a seal or whatever, well, a gasket, but that's too much of a pain to open. And then we have this thermostat that we got, which this is a 180 degree thermostat, which is your typical. And usually when you get thermostats for older cars, you'll be faced with either 180 or 160 degree thermostats, and you usually want for just normal driving you want 180, and for racing you want 160, just because if you're running the engine hotter than normal, then you would want 160 degree thermostat to maintain that. But if you're just running on normal heat, you want 180. And so I guess we'll see in a little bit with this compressor off. Alright, so at this point we're calling it a day. As you can see, we originally I thought that the compressor was going to be fully removed, but apparently we just unmounted it so that it can be moved just a little bit, because apparently there's still refrigerant in these lines and we don't want to fully disconnect it. But we got to successfully doing what we wanted to do and remove the old thermostat housing or gooseneck or whatever, and basically clean the surface. The inside of the engine looks good, but we actually ran into a showstopper here. Apparently, like I've told you a bunch of times, this thing's rotted out and needs to get replaced. I mean, just how bad it was. That's a bunch of old radiator sealant and shit. This is pretty much left of what the old thermostat is. Basically, we had to rip it apart just to see the other end of this thermostat housing. So it's freaking toast. But apparently this here, and I told you guys the part number for it, and I think it was by Murray, and you can see clearly it's made in Mexico. This is actually extremely aftermarket, and even though it specifies that it is for 1966 Plymouth Fury VIP 383, it actually does not work correctly. I mean, we have a Mr. Gasket Company thermostat, and that thermostat has part number 4367, and it doesn't fit correctly into this Murray thermostat housing, and the measurements and stuff are off. Now, I mean, nothing against Murray, but it's just, I guess, a warning. I mean, they got one bad part in circulation. That's not any good. But we're going to be returning that and look into getting another thermostat housing that would fit this thermostat. I mean, so far this thermostat doesn't have any issues because it actually fits right in the original thermostat housing that's friggin' trash because somebody neglected it. So that is pretty much it for everything today. Also, another thing is, for those who are curious about this strap, this is actually a box strap, and it's not like for towing or anything. This is just, you know, for strapping down boxes or whatever you want in the back of your truck or something. And you can get these at O'Reilly's. I got 2 of these at O'Reilly's. They're really good. They're very useful. They work. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, at least our kit here worked. What we rented worked for us, and so far I was able to show you guys something successful. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, and I'll see you in the next episode of this series as it goes along. Peace.